హలో ఎవ్రీవన్, నేను మీ బాలకృష్ణ. వెల్కమ్ టు మై యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ బాలా జెన్ ఏఐ తెలుగు and then Facebook and then YouTube channels. Today I am going to discuss about and then creating a playlist on Pega, Pega systems tutorial in Telugu. If you have any queries రిగార్డింగ్ పెగా కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఏ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కోర్సెస్ ట్రైనింగ్ గురించి అయినా కావచ్చు, ఏదైనా జాబ్ మైగ్రేటింగ్ అవ్వాలైన కెరియర్ గైడెన్స్ అయినా కావచ్చు, ఈ స్క్రీన్ మీద కనిపిస్తున్న నంబర్కి మెసేజ్ చేసి మీ డౌట్లు సందేహాలు తీర్చుకోవచ్చు. నేను అన్నిటికీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇస్తాను. ఈ ఛానల్లో కంటెంట్ కనుక మీకు నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, కమెంట్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ముఖ్యంగా ఎవరైతే నా యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ని మొదటగా చూస్తున్నారో లైక్, కమెంట్, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మర్చిపోవద్దు. ముఖ్యంగా బెల్ ఐకాన్ మాత్రం ప్రెస్ చేయటం మర్చిపోవద్దు. ఓకేనా? పెగా, అసలు వాట్ ఈజ్ పెగా? ఈ పెగాని ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తారు ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్లో? దీనివల్ల ఆర్గనైజేషన్కి వచ్చే బెనిఫిట్ ఏంటి? ఇది నేర్చుకోవటం వల్ల యాజ్ ఎ స్టూడెంట్స్ కానీ, లేకపోతే ఏదైనా జాబ్ నుండి ఇంకొక జాబ్ మైగ్రేట్ అవ్వటం కానీ, పెగా మీద జాబ్ చేస్తున్న వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ స్కిల్ సెట్ని ఎన్హాన్స్ చేసుకోవడానికి కానీ, అన్నీ క్లియర్గా ఇన్ డీటెయిల్గా పెగా ట్యూటోరియల్ ప్లేలిస్ట్లో చేసి పెడతాను. అది ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్తో ఎవరైనా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. నేర్చుకున్న దాన్ని జాబ్ ఓరియంటెడ్గా మలుచుకోవచ్చు. ఒకవేళ జాబ్ చేస్తున్న వాళ్ళైతే వాళ్ళ స్కిల్ సెట్ని ఇంకా ఎన్హాన్స్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఈ పెగాలో ఏఐ ఎలాగా యూజ్ అవుతుంది, ఏఐ గురించి కూడా మీకు అన్ని క్లారిటీగా ఇస్తాను అనమాట. అసలు వాట్ ఈస్ పెగా? పెగా అంటే ఏంటి? వాట్ ఈస్ పెగా? పెగా అంటే పెగా ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఏ లో కోడ్ అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అండ్ బిజినెస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. ఐ హోప్ Pega is a low code. Low code means no code. No code is required. Low code, it is a minimal code without knowing about the programming knowledge. Coding is not, but no coding knowledge is required. Here Python, Java, C, C++, C Sharp, .NET, R, Ruby, Go, Kotlin, ఇంకా ఏదైతే ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఆర్ అవైలబుల్ ఉన్నాయో అలాంటి ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ నాలెడ్జ్ కూడా అవసరం లేదు. దట్స్ ద రీజన్ వీ విల్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ లో కోడ్. లో కోడ్ అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్మెంట్. అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ చేయాలి అంటే, ఏ అప్లికేషన్ అయినా డెవలప్మెంట్ చేయాలంటే ముఖ్యంగా మనకు కావాల్సిన కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఏమున్నాయంటే హెచ్టిఎంఎల్, సిఎస్ఎస్ అండ్ దెన్ ఎక్స్ఎంఎల్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద బేసిక్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ టు డెవలప్ ఎన్ అప్లికేషన్. ఆ అప్లికేషన్ ఇలాంటివి కూడా నేర్చుకోవాల్సిన లో కోడ్ అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్మెంట్. ఇది పెగా నేర్చుకోవడం వల్ల అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్ చేయొచ్చు. ఆ డెవలప్ చేసిన అప్లికేషన్స్ని బిజినెస్ ప్రాసెస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, బీపీఎం అంటారు. ఈ బిజినెస్ ప్రాసెస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఇందులో ఈ అప్లికేషన్స్ యూజ్ చేయడానికి కారణం ఏంటి అనే దాని గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. దాన్నే బీపీఎం ప్లాట్ఫామ్ అంటాం. యూజ్డ్ బై ఎంటర్ప్రైజెస్. ఎంటర్ప్రైజెస్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్. ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ ఆర్ కంపెనీస్ టు బిల్డ్ అంటే డెవలప్ చేసేది స్కాలబుల్ ఆటోమేటెడ్ వర్క్ ఫ్లోస్ అండ్ కస్టమర్ ఎంగేజ్మెంట్ సొల్యూషన్స్. ఇక్కడ సిఆర్ఎం, కస్టమర్ రిసోర్స్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, కస్టమర్ రిలేషన్షిప్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ఇలాగా బిజినెస్ ప్రాసెస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ఇవన్నిట్లో మనకి డెవలప్ చేసుకోవడమే కాదు, దాన్ని ఆటోమేషన్ చేయొచ్చు, వర్క్ ఫ్లోస్ క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చు అండ్ కస్టమర్ ఎంగేజ్మెంట్ సొల్యూషన్స్ కూడా మనం ప్రొవైడ్ చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద బ్యూటీ ఇన్ ద పెగా. ఇట్ ఈస్ వైడ్లీ అడాప్టెడ్ ఇన్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ లైక్. ఏ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఈ పెగాస్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాయి అంటే ముఖ్యంగా బ్యాంకింగ్, హెల్త్ కేర్, టెలికామ్ అండ్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద వెరీ 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 పాపులర్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్. వెరీ వెరీ పాపులర్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ బ్యాంకింగ్, హెల్త్ కేర్, టెలికామ్, ఇన్సూరెన్స్, బికాస్ ఇట్ కంబైన్స్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆటోమేషన్, కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ఏఐ డ్రివెన్ డెసిషనింగ్ and integration capabilities in one unified system. That's the reason Pega is the very very important and vital role plays any organization or any um, enterprises. That is the beauty in the Pega. I hope all of you clear. That's the reason Pega అనేది నేర్చుకోవడం చాలా ఈజీ. నేర్చుకోవడం ఈజీ, జాబ్ తెచ్చుకోవడం ఈజీ, జాబ్ చేయడం కూడా ఈజీ. మీరు ఎవరైనా ఇది ఫ్రెషర్స్ అయినా, నాన్ ఐటీ స్టూడెంట్స్ అయినా, ఒకవేళ జాబ్ చేస్తూ వేరే జాబ్ మైగ్రేట్ అవ్వాలని చూస్తున్న వ్యక్తులని ఎవరైనా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. టీచర్స్ నుంచి పీహెచ్‌డీ ఎవరైనా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. కాకపోతే నేర్చుకోవాలని ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే నాకు ఈ స్క్రీన్ మీద కనిపిస్తున్న నంబర్‌కి గాని, ఈ ఛానెల్‌లో ఈ వీడియో మీరు ఎక్కడ చూస్తున్నారో అక్కడ మెసేజ్ పెట్టండి. నేను మీకు క్లియర్‌గా ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఇక్కడ ముఖ్యంగా పెగా ప్లాట్‌ఫార్మ్ మీద ఆల్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఈస్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు బిల్డ్ యాన్ అప్లికేషన్ ఫర్ బిజినెస్ processing management like what are the components or key components is required for building the applications అంటే ఫస్ట్ కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ గురించి మాట్లాడదాం. వాట్ ఈస్ కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్? వాట్ ఈస్ కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్? వాట్ ఈస్ కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్? వాట్ ఈస్ ప్రాసెస్ అండ్ ఫ్లోస్? అంటే కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఏ కేసెస్ అండ్ దెన్ స్టేజెస్, స్టెప్స్ అండ్ దెన్ అసైన్మెంట్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ ద వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ things is we need to study in that case management. Now coming to the process flow, this is another component. In the process flow means we need to processing from starting to the ending, that we need where we need to start and then how to move from one point to the another point, that is a state management or state transitions we will call it as, and then that is nothing but a flow and then workflow and then spin-offs. These everything we will cover in the component of process and flows. Now coming to the rules engine. Suppose the process as well as flows, how to move or how to flow one point to the another point based on the rules is required. Based on the rules and conditions are required to move the flow from one point to the another point. Like that only rules engine is very very important and then vital role plays in especially in the Pega. Now coming to the rules engine, decision tables, decision trees, when rules and then declarative rules. I will explain each and every concept in the rules engine topic. Now coming to the data model. Here the data is comes under in the various models like data types, data pages, properties, clipboard. Here the majorly concentrating on the data that is in structured data, semi-structured data, semi-structured data, and then these are the data types is also there like a data warehouse and then data lakes as well as databases. I will explain in detail in the component of the data models and the machine learning models also, deep learning models also, AI models also, generative AI also. Everything is implemented on the data model only. How to extracting the data from the various sources and then processing, that is in data ETL processing as well as data engineering or data analytics. Everything it is not specific in page Pega. Everywhere we need to use, we will use in the data. The data is the very very important and vital role plays. I will explain clearly in detail on all the concepts from regarding the data. Especially I have concentrating on data model concept in this component. Now user interface. What is the user interface? How to communicate or how to processing or how to fetching. These are come under the user interface. Harness. It is a very very important concept in harness in the generative AI or agentic AI concept also. Harnesses, sections, portals, controls. Now moving to the another component, in especially it is the very very important component in the Pega components, decisioning and AI. AI means strategies, predictive models, adaptive models, decision strategies. I will explain what are the models is required, how to AI incorporate in the Pega, mm, what what we will benefit, how we will benefit by integrating or incorporating AI inside the Pega. I will explain clearly in detail. Now coming to another component, integrations. What is an integration? Integration is nothing but the connector. We need to connection established between two applications, two persons or two things, like integrations like connectors, services. Like here especially we will use REST API as well as SOAP protocols and then file listeners. What is REST API, what is SOAP, what are the methods we need to use, and then what is the file listeners. I will explain in each and every component in the integration. Now security, it is the very very important role plays in any organization level also, any application level also. Security is the access groups. We need to how the user can able to access this particular data as well as AI as well as anything. Access groups, privileges, authentication, roles. I will explain what is role, RBAC, attributed based role access management, as well as group based access management, policy based access management, role based access management. I will explain each and what is authentication, what is authorization, what is privilegation, cloud privilegation access, as well as access groups, access request system. I will explain each and every component, each and every topic inside the security component. Now coming to the reporting and analytics, how to creating reports, as well as based on that reports we need to analyzing the data, that raw data, as well as creating the analytics as the actionable analytics, as well as runtime analytics, SQL based analytics, as well as elastic search based analytics. We need to each and every dashboards we need to create, like report definitions, as well as dashboards, as well as charts. Here we need to discuss in the reporting and analytics topic. Now coming to the DevOps and the deployment. What is the important role plays in the DevOps, and then how to deploy these applications in the production, dev to stage to the production. Now how to DevOps as well as deployment will help in the Pega system. Application packaging now using Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins. What are the things we branches as well as pipelines. Now robotic automation is also very very important role plays. We need to automation in this workflow, entire workflows. Based on that, we need to use the RPA, robotic automation process, and the attended and the unattended, and then bots. Now bots is the nowadays AI. We will create as an AI bots, as well as voice bots, as well as text bots, as well as these are the things I will cover inside the robotic automation. Now last and final component, SLA, security level agreements. Security level agreements and work management, service levels, work lists, as well as work baskets. These are the topics I will cover inside the SLA and work management. I will create each and every component playlist videos inside the Pega video tutorial list playlist. Now this is the my Balajani Telugu. Suppose I will explain. So coming to the case management. Case management. What is case management? Case management central to Pega manages business process as a cases. Each and every business topic we will call it as a case. Now here, what are the key features? Stages, steps, sub cases, SLAs, SLA handling, and then automation of workflows. Each and everything we will comes under the case management. Now coming to the data management. Once case is finalized, now based on the case we will gather the information. It is comes under the data management. How to handle the structured, unstructured data across systems. Now here we will call it as a data transforms, integration with the external DBs and APIs. Suppose in the DBs we are using the JDBC connector. APIs stands for REST API as well as SOAP API, simple object access protocol, and then integration management. How to integrate in two systems or two applications. Now it comes under concepts of connects Pega apps with the external system. We have the Pega apps and then connect with the external systems or external apps by using integration management. Like here I will cover REST, SOAP connectors, integration adapters, queues, and then APIs. Now user experience. User experience is that UX provides UI design and interaction. Suppose in a user or any customer can able to see that page or application, it is an interactive as well as attractive manner, then only the user can able to stick on that our pages. Otherwise he will skip. Like that only we need to create interactive or effective user screens for user experience. Now App Studio is also there, Cosmos UI, responsive design, and then accessibility support. Decision management automates business rules and AI driven solutions. Decisions, decision tables, decision trees, predictive analytics, next best action. Now personas and then access management. What is personas? What is access management? Control users, roles, and security. Here the roles are the very very important. That is business role as well as enterprise role, application role, entitlement roles. Now role is nothing but how to create a role. Based on the roles we need to provide the access. Now coming to the other point, roles as well as RBAC, we will call it as RBAC, role based access control, and then security we need to provide the security for the roles. Now role based here also there, role based access, authentication, authorization, RBAC. I have covered in this. Now insights and then reporting. How to capture insights from the raw data, and then based on the insights we need to create the reporting tools like Power BI as well as Tableau. These are the external tools are available. Now inside our Pega, how to create the dashboards, reports, finding out the analytics, runtime analytics, actionable analytics, provide analytics and dashboards, real-time reports, BI integration, that is called Power BI, and then key performance indicators, key performance indicators, and then monitoring. Each and everything cover inside that insights and monitoring. Now mobile solutions. What is mobile solution? Extended apps to mobile devices. Now here basically applications are two types. That is in desktop applications, and then mobile applications. Nowadays all are using mobile phone as a desktop only. Now all desktop based applications will migrate into the mobile based applications. Now native mobile apps generation, offline support, push notifications. Suppose these all applications will work on the internet only. Suppose without internet, how some of the applications will be able to manage access, like that only they have to concentrating to implement on the offline support also. Now coming to the another point, Pega GenAI. It is the very important. Pega GenAI is the very important. Now GenAI has incorporated inside the Pega. Now what is the importance of GenAI incorporated in the Pega? What are the components is required to learn for the GenAI inside the Pega? I will explain clearly in detail in the Pega GenAI. Now AI powered assistant for app building and automation. Now here we will call it as the uh, vibe coding. Simply we will call it as vibe coding. Suppose simply we are providing the prompt, then only the agents will help. We will take the help from the agents to automatically create in the web pages whatever you want. Suppose if you are having an idea in your brain, you should write the idea inside the prompt, then it will generate whatever you want thinking in your brain. Like that only it will creating as well as everything develop for us, that is in the Pega GenAI. Now here is the we are use learn about natural language driven app creation, AI based recommendations. Now what is natural language processing, natural language unit understanding, I will explain each and everything inside the Pega GenAI. Now rule sets and then components, modular building blocks of applications, rule set, reusable rule sets, packaged components like language packs as well as connectors. Now DevOps and deployments, support CI/CD pipelines, continuous integration or continuous delivery, continuous deployment pipelines, deployment manager, versioning, automated testing, and then rollback. Rollback is there, and then rollout is there. Rollout is also there. Rollout is nothing but a rollback is suppose our model, the current model already, current application is already running inside the production environment. Suppose while we are deploying the new model into the production, our new model has failed sometimes. That time we need to roll back to the our old version model. That is the rollback also. And then rollout is means we need to enhance as well as incorporating any new insights to the old model to the new uh, enhancements. That is called rollout. These are the differences I will explain clearly. Now testing and then quality assurance assures reliability of application like unit testing, scenario testing, automated regression testing, and then smoke testing. Like that, so many testings is also there, we need to explain. Now, how components work together? How these all components working together? Application in Pega, like are built-in rule sets. These are very important collection of rules. Components are reusable packages of rule sets. Language packages connectors. Built-in applications like allow modular layering. One app can inherit features from another app. One app inherits. Now comes under inheriting concepts, and then specialization. Let's enterprise customize apps without breaking the base framework. Now risks and considerations, complexity. While low coding, Pega requires strong understanding of the rule sets and case design. Performance, poorly designed data pages or integrations can slow down workflows. Governance, role-based access and compliance must be carefully configured. Cost, licensing and infrastructure can be expensive for large-scale deployments. Like this is the very risky, and then consideration of challenges developing or using the Pega. I will explain clearly each and everything, all the components in the Pega tutorial playlist. If you like this content, make sure subscribe, like, comment. Thank you. Signing off, Balakrishna. Bye bye. Take care.